Welcome back to the AI Couple and video 3 in the series of how to 10x your business with AI. And if you haven't watched the last videos, the links are in the description. Video number 1 was about how to run Facebook ads and how to use AI to write your Facebook ads. Video number 2 was how to optimize your landing page so that people take action and do what you want them to do. And in this video, I'm going to show you 2 super important hacks that will supercharge everything that you're going to do with ChatGPT. We will train ChatGPT to sound exactly like you and to speak directly to your audience. And this will improve everything you're doing with it. Quick recap, if we go here onto our sizzle list, if you don't know this, go back to video 1, we go through it in detail. This is the step-by-step process how we 10x our business, and we've looked in the step 1 at Facebook ads, we looked at the landing page, and now pretty much everything else in this sequence is determined by how well we communicate with our client. And so at this point, we will put in a little bit of effort to create something what we call a brand voice document and an ideal client avatar. What are those things? So ideal client avatar is a description, like a profile of the person who is your ideal client, your ideal buyer. And you need this to train ChatGPT who to talk to, what they want, what their desires are, what their objections are. And the better you crafted this profile, the easier it is for ChatGPT to generate content that directly resonates with your audience. There are a lot of ways you can create such a profile. You can have ChatGPT ask you a series of questions that you then answer. You can just talk into your phone, think about a favorite client you have, and have it transcribe and analyze that. There are numerous ways. I'm going to show you a pretty quick hack that is fun to do and that will get you there in a few minutes. In the description below, you will find a link to our ROAI persona builder, which is a custom GPT that we've built that guides you through the process of defining your ideal client avatar. Check out the link in the description. It's free for you to use. We're inside ChatGPT 4, and in a new chat you type, "You are a direct response marketing expert and will help me craft an ideal client profile that we can use to write custom content that resonates with my ideal client in the future." So this is the part that you have to use too, and I have that in the description down there. And then I'll give it just 2 or 3 sentences about my ideal client, something to start with. My ideal clients are business owners of small to medium businesses, predominantly male, that want to harness the power of AI to grow their business. I want you, now this is the part you have to include again, I want you to ask me 5 questions about my ideal client to define better who they are. Give me 3 possible answers for each question. Let's do it. Okay, what's the primary industry or sector of your ideal client's business? Technology, retail, professional services. It's definitely C. So let's do 1, C. And then we have, what's the main goal of your client seek to achieve by harnessing AI? Streamlining operations, enhancing customer experience, innovating products or services. Neither. It is making more money, let's just say. Okay, 3. What is the level of their current understanding or implementation of AI? Are they beginner, little or no experience? B, intermediate, C, advanced. They're intermediate, so it's 3B. You see how fast that goes. What size is their business? It's less than $1 million. 4A. And what's their biggest challenge? A lack of in-house expertise or technical skills, budget constraints, uncertainty about the return on investment or how to measure success. It's neither. It's lack of time and overwhelm, where to start and how to use AI. Okay, now he gives me a little bit of a profile. I want to do this again. Let's do 2 more rounds of 5 questions. This time use statements that could be true about my client given the above profile. This makes it fun also. Okay, please indicate which statements resonate most with your understanding of your ideal clients. Okay, round 1. And you see how much fun that is and how fast that is. And you have like a game that goes back and forth, and I'm not going to make you watch me do this. I'm going to quickly answer all those questions, and then we're going to see the finished profile and read through it. So now I answered all those questions, round 1, round 2, and said, given these answers, please craft a detailed ideal customer profile, also include demographics that would match the above profile, and name my avatar. Innovative Ian. Okay, male, 35 to 50, predominantly urban areas in developed countries, college educated, likely with a degree in business or field related to their professional services. Owner or key decision maker of a small to medium-sized business, professional services like consulting, finance, legal, less than $1 million, growth orientation, decision making, behavioral attributes, goals and challenges. You see, by answering a few questions, we get a super detailed profile which is going to make every piece of content we write for this particular client so much more resonant. And so what I'm going to do with this now, I'm just going to save this in a document so I can paste that in whenever I need it. If you are experienced with custom GPTs, this would be ideal to put into a custom GPT and then have a custom GPT from your ideal client. I also linked a video here for you how to create your custom GPT. We're not going to go into detail here, but then you could always have your ideal client take a look at copy you've written or about your landing page and so on. So super valuable. Let's copy this to a document and then proceed with brand voice, our second document we're going to create. If you've been watching this channel, you have heard me talking about the concept of topping and tailing. This is the most fundamental concept in every prompt you're using. Topping means telling ChatGPT who you want it to act as or who you want it to write as, like which part of its vast knowledge you want to access for your specific task. And tailing is who's going to be on the receiving end of that message or the content that you're going to produce. And we did that in very simple examples like act as a marketing director and write me a blog post for women in their 20s who love yoga. What we do here takes this whole thing to a crazy new level. So now we have, instead of just one word or a phrase, we have a whole ideal customer profile that is very detailed about their wants, their needs, their objections, everything. And the same thing for the topping, like who we want to talk, who we want to speak, is what we call a brand voice document, where we analyze, ideally we analyze content that you've already written. It could be Facebook posts, newsletters, could be blog posts, could be your homepage, and we analyze the style that you write, because it could be formal, it could be friendly and conversational, and we want ChatGPT to learn that so it can apply it and write to your ideal customer. And the easiest way to do that is to actually give it access to content you've already written. And you can paste that in, or you can, especially if you have ChatGPT 4, which has internet access, you can just put the link of a blog post or something in that you've written, and multiple things would be great, and then have it analyze your writing style. We're going to use the following prompt. This is also in the description down there for you to copy. I want you to help me craft a brand voice description that ensures that content that is created is in alignment with the way we communicate. In order for you to do that, I'm going to provide you with a few examples of texts that we have written below. Please analyze those texts and then write me a detailed summary of our communication style so you can replicate it in the future. And now in this case, I'm going to go to a homepage of my colleague, Peter Swain, and we'll just extract 2 blog posts. I'll click on 2 blog posts here and copy them in. So let's take this one and let's do another one. And let's see what it does. Now you see it accessing those 2 blog articles and researching the site and collecting the information. Okay, after analyzing the provided text, your brand voice is characterized by an authoritative yet engaging tone that educates and provokes thought among its readers. It balances well-researched insights with forward-looking perspectives, and so on and so on and so on. This is now the blog post voice. We could have several, and we could include a piece for Facebook ads or for Facebook copy and have different sections in our brand voice document and say, if we talk to our clients on Facebook, this is the voice we use, and if we are in a personal email, this is the voice we use. For simplicity's sake, I'll just go with this and have this as my brand voice description and copy this here. And remember, every time you do something with AI, you're absolutely encouraged to change it, to tweak it. Don't take the first draft. Just for time reasons, I'm going to walk you through the concept here, but you should go back and forth and tweak it a little bit, add stuff in, say, I'm missing this, and please refine this, and so on and so on. Okay, now we have an ideal client profile and we have a brand voice document. And with those 2 pieces, we can now craft tailor-made engaging content for our ideal client. Let's do this. I'm copying this whole thing and I'm going over into a new chat. So this is a new chat that doesn't know anything, and we're going to give it an initial prompt to tell it what it's going to receive, and then we're going to write some content. Okay, so my prompt was, I'm going to provide you with my ideal client profile and my brand voice description below. Then, it's actually an E, I want you to help me come up with 5 new ideas for blog posts I could write that resonate with my audience. And I'm using blog posts here because this is what we've been training in the brand voice. And I simply pasted in the ideal client profile and the brand voice document. Let's do this. Given your ideal customer profile for innovative Ian and your brand's voice description, here are 5 blog post ideas that would resonate with your audience. navigating the AI maze, a small business guide to implementing AI without overwhelm, leveraging AI for competitive advantage, and covering untapped opportunities in professional services. You see the whole knowledge of our ideal client and the way we talk is already embedded in these. And if you had said, this is my audience, and just wrote one sentence, and then give me 5 blog posts, it would be super generic and not tailored to your audience, and the response or the engagement with your content would be much less. So you could see how doing that, we took 10 minutes maybe to craft those 2 documents, and you can obviously do a better job and refine that even more, but I just want to explain you the concept, and you can take it off. And if we apply this now back to all the content and we are going to produce, if you haven't watched the video 1 where I explain in detail how to 10x your business with AI, then go back and watch this. I linked the video here. So we want to improve each and every little step in the customer journey. And as soon as customers are aware of us, we need to engage with them and communicate with them. And every time we do that, it depends how well we do that and how well we speak to them and their needs and their wants. So this is how you do that. And this is how you get each of those numbers to increase by a little bit. And if you increase each of those numbers by a little bit, you end up 10xing your business. And that's it. So I hope you found this video helpful. Again, if you haven't watched it, go back, watch all 3 of them. Those are meant to be watched in sequence. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.